This is a quick update about the plans that I'm getting ready to email you over. I've updated them to add in all of Carl Mail's requirements with regard to beams A and B and the knee wall in the basement, as well as that beam, those 2x8s. I pretty much added everything that I observed while I was down there. I did only confirm these measurements here, this from here to here, and with this opening where it is. I kind of filled this in as I built these stairs based on some of those dimensions. I could be wrong on some of this, and if you want to get that corrected before you print these or before you submit them, let me know. Either someone will have to give me the information about what this distance is here, because I didn't think I was going to get involved in the stairs, but I have to. But I know this is good. I measured 35 and then 30 and then 20 and a half inside here. To me, once I put the casing on that door, I'm presuming you're going to use the casings as shown. Once I put the casing on that door, I was not able to get any more than a 32-inch wide shower like this. I like that you've raised that ceiling up, because this allows this door to fit in here a little better. But here it is with the 3.5-inch 1x4 casing and the 5/4 x 6 head, what can fit of it, and the 2'8". If you wanted to get up to a 34-inch shower, you would have, unfortunately you can't resize this door to a 24-inch door. It has to stay 28 because the upstairs one's 24. So this has to stay a 28-inch door. But if you want a bigger shower in there, I mean, you probably already know all this, but I did observe if you want a bigger shower in there, there's probably room to buy the right sink to be able to make that happen. But that much does not need to be shown on the plans. I'm showing it with the 2'8". And that's still the 2'8" here, but this is a pedestal lav that kind of wraps up and goes back to the, you can see it on the plan view, I left that one in there. It would allow that door, not that you're interested in reframing anything over there right now, but I did want to mention that. And then with regard to these stairs, I didn't, because I wasn't anticipating stuff maybe has happened with this floor framing up here. I can run down there myself if you tell me. I don't know what kind of a time frame you are to get these plans to them, etc. These plans are as good as I could put together without going back down there and trying to determine exactly what happened, if anything, at this thing here. But to continue, we have changed those stairs, so they are going to give us, I anticipate that we're going to get some sort of headache about that. I'm hoping that because it's an existing building, even though we're rebuilding them, I'm going to be able to argue fairly effectively, if some of this stuff is done, that the building was not made less safe. And this is just real quick on this. I don't want to waste a bunch of time, but the angle was 44.76. Now your new stair improves that slightly to 44.04. However, the existing risers were in all flights were 8 3/8. Now the way that this has been framed, with this coming up here, there wasn't any choice with this coming up like this, and this is how I've put it together based on the dimensions I took. If you zoom in on that, you can see I know this 2'10" is good. I'm not sure exactly how this is here, but that 2'10", if I push that stair as far as I can north toward this bathroom, given that 2x12 that's installed here, that's where the bottom comes out according to my calculations, if these are 9-inch treads. The more critical thing though, in terms of getting this through the inspection process, etc., is that the riser height has increased from 8 3/8 to 8 11. So we have made that different. What we have done though is increase the tread depth from 8 7/16 to a code compliant 9-inch tread depth. And as I said, the rise angle is actually more safe. So the next part of that picture then becomes, have you done something here, or maybe I'm wrong with this here, but as near as I can tell, this was from the existing conditions plan. And remember, they have some of this, they have this data, not this section view, but they have how things were put together because of the existing conditions plans that were included. In any event, this is the what they have over there. At least what I remember and what I constructed at the time, they have 6'2" clearance at their existing stairwell. So the only way we're going to be able to argue that we've not made it less safe is if that 6'2" is not somehow captured or gotten in the new plan. And based on this, I've put together this, which was the best I could do. I did not zoom out on this, but this door is pushed as far south that way as it can go, and still have a little bit, frame up here at the top. And then this wall and its trim is pushed where it's overlapping that frame, so that you can maintain, so that we can at least say we're keeping that at 6'2". We haven't lost any height clearance through there. That means, I assume that means that this floor either has already been headered or needs headered. So I've shown what has to happen there on the plan, and if a person wants to go down there, or I can go down there if somebody tells me that's what you want me to do. And if this has already been done, I need to know how far it is from here to the front end of that, and know that they're going to want 2 of those, even though it doesn't take that to carry that single joist. They're going to want the 2 and the hanger on the 1. I can tell you from my diagram, if you want to just run with these plans, I can get with you and tell you exactly what I'm diagramming this dimension at to end up with this 6'2" clear that I assume we're going to almost surely have to maintain in order to make this fly. So I think that's it on them. Just let me know what you want me to do. If you want me to, I'll go down there and measure this, and I'll make sure that everything matches exactly. But otherwise, you could build it to match exactly like this, and we'll be at the same point. But let me know. Thanks very much.